Max, coming to you. Brilliant performance by you, just 0.003 of a second behind Lewis. How did the car feel out there?
Terrible. Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't matter where you are on the grid. If it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel good. And the whole qualifying, I've been struggling a lot with the whole weekend, really. With a shift in balance, I understeered, and you try to correct it, and it's oversteer, and it was just never in a good window. So I was struggling a lot in Q1, Q2. I mean, there's not much you can do, really, once you go into qualifying. But, yeah, every time I got to the apex of the corner, it was just not gripping up for me. And that's probably the worst balance I can have in a car. And, yeah, I tried to correct a few things in Q3, but there's only so much you can do. And I thought my first lap wasn't too bad, but it still felt like I was driving on ice with the front axle. It's just very peaky. Then in the second lap, already the first sector was just, again, off. Then I just risked a bit more in sector 2, which paid off. But then the last sector, I again lost the front. And yeah, just really inconsistent and difficult to, you know, be progressive through qualifying. It was just hit and miss all the time. So I think with the upgrades we brought as well to this weekend, this is extremely disappointing from our side. I mean, we are P2, but, you know, looking at how the whole year has been, this I didn't expect to happen.
So just to clarify, are you extremely disappointed with the upgrades?
No, just the balance of the car.
Okay, and are the balance inconsistencies connected to the upgrades?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because, you know, we've been trying a few things. The upgrade looks good. It's just we didn't nail the balance of the car. As simple as that.
You found nearly a second between Q2 and Q3. That is more than the compound jump in tyre. Where did you find that time?
I cannot tell you because it's just so inconsistent. Like, I just went out there and suddenly it just gripped up a little bit better. And then I put the second set and it's different again. So it was just, yeah, very difficult to drive today. Normally in qualifying, you know, you build up to it. You have a bit of margin and you know exactly where and how to push more. Because normally, naturally, in your second run, you improve. But today it was very hard.
Are you more hopeful for the race tomorrow? Lewis has already said that your race pace runs yesterday looked good.
Yeah, but I mean, I only used the soft. Yesterday was a lot colder as well, so it's not really that representative for what will happen tomorrow when it's even warmer. I think also yesterday maybe some other cars were still a little bit more off pace compared to today. So normally, like Lewis said as well, you know, when they, let's say, are up front in qualifying, normally their race car is also quite strong. So I don't expect it to be a very straightforward race. I mean, I expect us to be quick, but around here it's not easy to pass, especially when you are quite closely matched in pace.
Max, you've said this year that you want a closer fight at the front. There was 85 thousandths of a second between the top three. You've got it now. Does this energize you?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, for everyone it looks good, right? I mean, I'm just not happy with how my qualifying went just because of the balance. It has nothing to do with the gaps to other teams, but for sure, I think this qualifying was very exciting because everyone, well, every session basically, you didn't really know who was actually going to be quickest, right? So I think that's a good thing.
All right, Max, very well done.